Countdown.
Tahniah. Siaran langsung ini dibawakan khas kepada anda oleh Akademi YouTuber Malaysia. Sebuah inisiatif Didik Malaysia dan Kelab Guru Malaysia. Tumpukan perhatian anda. Siaran langsung akan bermula sebentar lagi. Link sijil akan diberikan di hujung siaran ini. Pastikan diisi dalam tempoh yang ditetapkan. Terima kasih.
Hello everyone. Hi. I'm Teacher Im, and today you are here with me in my channel, and then we will be having a discussion on limits. Okay, limits. So that will be the chapter 1 in semester 2, and together with me today I have Cikgu Zwan Zainaria. Okay, hello teacher.
Okay, hi.
Okay.
Thank you, Teacher E, for having me with you.
Okay, now like usual, we will have this Teacher Im channel is conducted from academyyoutuber.com. So from here, you can find a lot of videos for you to enjoy. Okay. At the same time, we have already got a playlist where we already have like 339 videos inside that playlist, and this playlist consists of all the videos from maths, bio, physics, and chemistry, accounts. All of them are there, about 300 plus videos. You can check it out, and I hope you will enjoy the video. So far, 6,539 students have been there, and I hope you can join us in that playlist. Okay, then in our special playlist where we have special for you, SEM 2 students, only for the SEM 2 students, we have a playlist for calculus. Okay, I know exam is coming soon. So for this calculus, okay, we are going, we have 60 videos, and inside there we have Cikgu Zainara's Cikgu Wan's videos, and other teachers, Cikgu Zainaria, Wan Zainaria, and Cikgu Zainaria, Cikgu Sakina, Cikgu Aileen's, and a lot, and Cikgu Kamarul. Okay, we have a few teachers for mathematics which already put our videos there to explain about calculus. Check us out there too. Okay, and then finally, the group is perfect. Our physics team has already joined us, and they will be live, having a live class soon. So stay tuned for our physics, and this whole team will make sure you score well in Stpm. All right, today with me, I have Cikgu Wan, and just now, I already, there she is, smiling all the way, and Cikgu Wan has a very beautiful YouTube channel that is called the Cikgu Wan's channel, and you should check it out because there's a lot of videos explaining about calculus, algebra, and so on, and she has a lot of interesting tips on how to maintain and become a YouTuber and all this computer work. She has a wonderful channel there. Please check her out. Okay, before we continue today, like I said, we are going to do limits and continuity. And limits and continuity are a very simple chapter, and we have like usually they will have it in session A. In session B, they will have limit and continuity as part of the question. Okay, as part of the question, as limit and continuity are used for finding asymptote. Okay, remember asymptote? That will be in the next chapter in differentiation, where you sketch graph or in differentiation. So you need to find the asymptote. So limit and continuity limits will be used in that part over there. Okay, so for session 1, the marks can go from 5 to 7 marks. So it is a chapter that it is easy, and when you learn it, you will be able to score. Okay, now let's talk about limit in overall view. So for limits, what you have there are three types. Okay, there are three types that we need to know in Stpm. Well, the first one is called the determinate form, where when we fill in the numbers, okay, we fill in the limits, and you will find that it has a number. It will create a number. The second type is a indeterminate form. What does it mean? Okay, indeterminate form, you have two types actually. One is when you fill in the number, you will find that the denominator and the numerator both turn into 0. Now, for this type, it is very important for you to know that there are two ways for you to finish the question. One is by factorizing, and the second one by multiplying the conjugate. Later, Cikgu Wan will tell you how to do that. So wait, So the next part that you have, the second type for indeterminate form, is the infinity over infinity. So when you fill in, you will notice that it is an infinity over infinity. And for this type, there's only one way that you can solve it, is by dividing the whole function, the numerator and the denominator, with the highest power of denominator. Okay, so and then the third type that you need to know is the infinite form. Infinite form is when you fill in the number with the x that they give, and you notice that the denominator transforms to 0, but the top one is something else. That may be a function or maybe a number. So if you have this kind of case, then what you need to do is you need to check two one-sided limit. So you need to check the left side limit and to check the right side limit and see whether it is a positive infinity, the answer is a positive infinity, or a negative infinity. And Cikgu Wan will be telling you about that now. Okay, let's go to you, Wan.
Okay, thank you so much, Teacher Im. Okay. Can the screen be seen now?
Yes.
Okay.
Nice and beautiful.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, just now, Madam have told you guys how to identify what method are you going to use, yeah? So, I am going to discuss with you further regarding the indeterminate forms, yeah? When 0 over 0 and infinity over infinity cases, yeah? Indeterminate form 0 over 0. Okay, for example, if you look at the screen now, the question given to us, limit x approaching 0 when x absolute x minus 2 over x squared plus 3x. Okay, if you straight away do the direct substitution, 0 minus 2 over 0 plus 0. So this will give us 0 over 0. So this is indeterminate form. So what are we going to do with this? Okay, so we have to modify this function. It's either by using factorization or conjugate. Okay, like in this case, it's so easy for you to factorize. Okay, therefore, what you have to do is, you don't forget to write limit x approaching 0, and then x absolute value. Okay, we do nothing at the numerator. Okay, and then we factor out x squared. So x plus 3. So what we have here, we can cancel out x and x. And now once you substitute the values, then only you are allowed to not write the limit at the front. So 0 minus 2 over 0 plus 3 is equals to negative 2 modulus over 3. So you know that whatever values that have negative with modulus will always give us positive. Okay, so therefore our answer would be 2 over 3. Is it clear for you? If it is clear, please write down at the comment below. Yeah? Okay, Madam, maybe can read some feedbacks of the students, yeah? Because I cannot
So far, there's
see
So far as there's no feedback, everybody is enjoying your lesson. Let's continue.
Okay. All right. Therefore, we will continue on the next question. Okay. So now we are going to kill two birds with one stone. We are going to look at one function, but we're going to answer 4 different questions. Okay, given to us 3x squared minus 6x with denominator absolute x minus 2. Find each of the following one-sided limits. If just now we are looking at x to only the one-sided, we don't say any, how do you say? We don't specify whether one-sided limits or not. We just look at one values, which is x approaching 0. But now we are looking at specific, whether 2 from the right or 2 from the left, or negative 2 from the right or negative 2 from the left. I am really hoping that all of you have master what does it mean by limit x approaching 2 from the left and 2 from the right. Okay, I assume that all of you have known, but I would like to recall you back. So this, okay, this is basically limit x approaching 2 from the right. So it means that it get closer to 2, for example 2.099 and so forth. Whereas here, okay, this is limit x approaching 2 from the left. Okay, therefore, once you get the function with modulus, okay, you have to break it up. Okay, so fx, okay, let me break the x minus 2 first, yeah, so it's become clearer to you. Okay, so this is x minus 2 when the modulus is, we consider it is positive, and this is when it is negative. Okay, so therefore this is basically x minus 2 positive, but we represent it in the interval forms. So it means that x is greater than 2. Therefore, you don't need to write it down now. It's just a way in explaining to you, yeah. Okay, whereas this is basically x minus 2 less than 0, which is negative, so x is less than 2. Okay, so I rearrange it. Okay, all right. So therefore, since our function is fx, 3x squared minus, okay, so how about if we straight away answer the question by choosing the right function, yeah? Okay, by choosing the right function, for example, okay, let me take different color. Okay, limit x approaching 2 from the right with a correct function where the function at the top, nothing change, which is 3x squared minus 6x over with, okay, what are we taking? Which one? 2 from the right. Which one is 2 from the right? This, the first one or the second one? Please write at the comment below. The first one or the second one, because this is crucial for you to identify, because that will determine which function are we taking at the denominator. Okay, therefore, since 2 from the right is basically 2.01, so 2.01 is somewhere here. So the function that we are taking now is x minus 2. Okay, and then we proceed with the calculation. Okay, okay. Let me tell you, if you, again, you do the direct substitution, 2 square will give you 4. 4 times 3, 12, minus 6 times 2 is 12. Therefore, you will get 0 at the top, and 2 minus 2 is 0. Again, 0 over 0 is indeterminate form. So what did teacher Im say to you earlier? If you get 0 over 0, okay, it's either you do the factorization. Okay, so now that is what I am going to do. Okay, so limit x approaching 2 from the right, and then we factor out. Okay, so 3x and 6x, the common factor is not just x, but we can also factor the 3x. Okay, so x minus 6, 2, sorry. 3x squared minus 2. Okay, and x minus 2. Okay, is there any function that we can factor? Yes, we can see closer here. Okay, x minus 2 cancel with x minus 2, we give us 3x. And now when you substitute 3 times 2, we give you 6. Okay, how is it going so far? Is it okay with you guys now? So far so good?
Yes.
Is it clear to
Yes,
you?
teacher, Cikgu Wan. You can also ask the students to answer you, which means you don't need to like do the answer so fast, and you just like wait for the students to give answer in the chat box. That will be
Okay,
fun
sure.
also, because
Okay, but
this is not a lesson. This is a revision, so they have the rights to do the question.
okay,
Yeah.
sure. But then maybe Teacher Im can help me to display the comment because I cannot see
Yes, just now the students, I will. Just
Okay.
now for your first question, a few of the students answer the first one.
Okay, can you display a bit because I am so focusing on
Yeah.
okay, yes, we have IRT Bashangari, first one. Okay,
Yeah, and
when first Jason.
we
Okay.
have a lot of answers just now. So
Okay, cool.
they do respond. So
Okay.
it is good. So continue. Let's continue.
Okay, thank you so much, Teacher Im. Okay, all right. In that case, yeah, I will give some question to you then. Okay, let's look at our question B. If just now we are looking 2 from the right, now we are looking 2 from the left. Okay, so B. Limit x approaching 2 from the left. Okay, again we have 3x squared minus 6x over. Okay, now I ask you, which function are we taking now if we have, if the question 1x approaching 2 from the left?
Okay, maybe Cikgu Zana can show them the function again because, oh yeah, it's there, right? Okay, right. So which one do you think is suitable? The top one or the bottom one? Maybe you have you didn't want to like type the whole thing. You just tell Cikgu one whether you want the top one or the second one. Okay, we have
Yes.
answer already. There you
Okay,
go,
A
Cikgu
or B.
Wan.
Okay, A or B?
The second one. The second one. Yeah, the answer
Okay,
is
cool.
out. They say.
Very good. Second one.
Tiba answers the second one.
Yes,
One
you're
also
right.
answered it. Yes.
Okay, cool. All right. Yes, you guys are right. So we are going to take the second one, x minus 2. So again, we are going to do the same thing. We are going to, if you do the direct substitution again and again, you will get 0 over 0. It is indeterminate form. Therefore, you have to think about a solution so that you won't get indeterminate form. So the only things that we can do now is factoring the 3x again. Yeah. Okay, over with x minus 2, but this time we have negative on the denominator. Okay, so now we cancel out x minus 2. So direct substitution 2 times 3 will give us 6. Don't forget we have negative on the denominator. Therefore, our answer is negative 6. All good? Okay, I really hope that it's all good for you.
Did you all get the answer, negative 6? If yes, then very good. Okay, let's try out the questions. Don't wait for the answer because if you just look at mathematics, you can't go anywhere. So let's try it out. Okay? Now let's continue.
Math by doing, yeah, not by
Doing,
watching.
yeah,
and
yes.
just try it out. Okay. All right.
Try it
Before
out.
I giving you the final answer, you may try it out. Okay. All right. Next, let's look at question C. Now, okay, let me move a bit here. All right. So now we are having, okay, if just now we are having x approaching 2 and 2, but different sided. Now the question 1, negative 2. So let's see what will change now. Okay, so now limit x approaching negative 2 from the right. Okay, the function would be, okay, the function, let's scroll a bit. Okay, yeah, we have this one. Let me highlight it to you So it becomes clearer. Okay, so now 3x squared minus 6x over x minus 2. Okay, again, okay, now this is absolute value. You have to choose which function on the green one. Okay, which function, A or B? Okay, A or B, guys? Now they are looking at x approaching negative 2. So is A, the values lies in this interval, or B, the value negative 2 lies in which interval? Negative 2. Okay, what's the response, Teacher Im?
Not yet.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they have gone to take their pen and pencil and their papers. We
Okay.
asked them to go and take their pens and papers. So we wait for a while and see whether there is any response. So which one do you think, guys? Is the A part or the second part?
Yes. When the question was
Yes, you already have
approaching
answer.
negative 2.
Some of them answer A, some of them answer B. Maybe Cikgu one should explain a bit because we have a different answer A and B also coming out from to the screen already.
Okay,
Okay. Maybe you
okay, I really hope that
Cikgu one.
okay, I really hope that this will improve your understanding in understanding limits. Yeah. Okay, let me do this. Okay, what does it mean by A? What does it mean by A? When x is greater than 2. So you have 0 here. Okay, this is basically number line. For this function, x minus 2, okay, whatever, when the interval is x greater than 2. Okay, this is when x greater than 2, right? Is everyone agree with me? X is greater than 2 is somewhere over here. Yes? Okay, so therefore if the values lies in this, we are going to use function x minus 2. Whereas if, like in function B, x is less than 2, it means that whatever values that lies less than 2, we are going to use, okay, this is x is less than 2. Let me write it a bit here. And then here is x. We are going to use negative x minus 2. Let me ask you a question. Where is negative 2 lies in this number line? Less than 0 or greater than 0, less than 2 or greater than 2. So it is somewhere here, right?
Yes.
So negative
For
2.
now, their answer is correct already. After you explain, most of them already changed their answer to B, which is yeah.
So yeah,
Yes,
so
which
meaning
means
that
they already understood. Yes,
very good.
great.
Okay, so therefore, whichever sided that the question asks, when limit x approaching negative 2, whether they want from the right hand side or from the left hand side, you are going to take this function with negative on it, because negative 2 always lies on x is less than 2. Okay, everyone agree? Therefore, you will expect the answer for C and D would be the same. So I am going to write C only and I leave it to you question D. Boleh tak macam tu, Teacher Im? Okay,
Yeah,
because
sure.
negative 2 ni sama je, therefore they can choose lah. I mean not choose, they can do by their own. Okay, C and D. Okay, I'll finish this for C. Okay, as you agree just now, okay, we are taking negative x minus 2. Okay, we are going to take this function. Okay, and then again, direct substitution, negative 2 will give you 0 over 0. This is indeterminate form, yeah. Therefore, you have to factor out 3x, x minus 2 over x minus 2. Okay, you cancel out. Okay, 3 times negative 2 will give us a negative 6 over negative 1. Therefore, the answer would be 6. And you will expect limit x approaching negative 2 from the left for D question will give you the same answer because you are taking the same function. Understand or not? So far, so good? If yes, please write down easy Easy lemon squeezy. Write down. Write it
Wow.
down.
Easy
Very
lemon
easy.
squeezy. That's
Okay.
uh,
If
or maybe
ada,
you can
madam will.
you can draw. You can choose find a lemon picture and then put it in the chat box. That is cikgu wants.
Tagline. Very easy
It's
lemon squeezy.
yes, easy lemon squeezy. Her tagline for most of her video. Yeah, some of the students are right. Easy. Yes.
Amboi, malas betul nak
Yeah,
menulis tu.
you
It's not
have
fair.
4 lemons there. There's 4 lemons there. Okay,
Okay,
lemon
cool.
squeezy. Okay,
Okay,
right.
cool. All right.
Yes.
Okay, I really want to highlight, I want to highlight these things, yeah. If it doesn't has to be you always have to factorize, you always have to conjugate or whatever method that you have learned, yeah. You make sure that when you do the direct substitution, then when it is give you 0 over 0 or infinity over infinity, then only you will use the further method as teacher Im shared to you just now. Okay, mesti try to substitute dulu. Okay, because sometimes when you do the direct substitution, it give you x square, for example, give you 6x. For example, I give it to you x approaching 2 and then you have 3x plus 2 over 4 or something. You don't need to do factorization on make your own formula. This one you are going straight away substitute the value, then you will get the values. Is called define. Apa tadi teacher Im yang awal-awal tadi? Definite limit, is it?
Yeah, that's
The term just now.
determine what you call that, the determinate form, where you already can get a perfect answer.
Direct, yes, direct substitution
Yes,
give you the perfect answer. Okay, let's try this. Okay, usually, okay, why the reason I choose this question? Because I found that students having problem to factor if it is not a values. For example, if it's x square minus 6x plus 4, students can always use calculator. Their A is 1, this is B, this is C. But then for this question, let's say lah, who knows? Dia kata kali ni dia nak buat soalan hot higher order thinking skill. Therefore you have to be able to factorize, otherwise you cannot solve this problem. Okay, first step, you substitute first. Okay, please write down first step, direct substitution, what you get. Okay, tips number 1. Okay, so this one you are going to substitute A, so A square plus B minus A, and we have another x here. So we are going to substitute with A and then minus AB. Okay, let's look what we get here. A square. Okay, let me do this and the denominator. Okay, A square as well. Okay, let's continue. Calculate this. A square plus BA minus A square minus AB over A square minus A square. Okay, what you get here, A square cancel with A square and then BA is basically AB as well. So this cancel with this and this cancel with this. So you get 0 over 0. What you going to do? What you going to do if you have indeterminate form, 0 over 0? You have to factor out. But the problem is, how are we going to factor this function? Okay. Can anyone tell me what is the factor? Mungkin you pandai, you pakai calculator, or maybe you do the direct silang or whatever method that you learn at the tuition class or your real class, yeah? Okay, you can write down at the comment below what is the factor for x square plus b minus a, x minus ab. Okay, please write down at the comment. Is there any response for that?
Not yet for now.
Okay, maybe busy calculating, but I am chasing with time. Kejap lagi Madam Im dah potong I nanti after half an hour. But then I have so many examples to present to you. Okay.
You have an answer here which you have there, x plus b and X minus A by Chan Wai Hao. Is it correct, madam?
Yes, very good. That is
Yes.
correct. But okay, you must be figuring out how this Chan Wei Hao get his answer. So let me share it to you. Okay. So what makes x squared plus b minus a x minus ab? So we are going to think of what makes x squared. So x times x, and then what makes ab? So ab, this is maybe a, this is maybe b, but one of the values here must be negative. But which values that will give us when we cross multiply? We give us negative. Let's say we try here. Why I put at here a? Because I see that negative a at the middle. Okay, and then this will give you bx. This is negative ax. So yeah, x times x is x squared. A times b with negative will give us negative ab, and this negative ax plus bx is basically when we rearrange bx minus ax, and then you factor out the x, okay, we give you b minus a, which the same as what you have in here. Everyone agree? Yes?
Yes.
So I really
And
hope that
that,
it's very clear to you. So the factor would be, the factor adalah x minus a and x plus b, as what Chan Wei Hao answered just now. Very good. Okay, so
very
now
good.
limit x approaching a, x minus a, x plus b. Okay, now we are going to write down the denominator as well. Okay, the denominator. Okay, what makes x square minus a square? Ada tak belajar? What makes x square minus x square? What makes x square minus 4? What makes x square minus 9? This is something for you to ponder. So before I ask you x square minus a square, I will go with x square minus 4. Okay, you know that the formula a square minus b square is basically a plus b, a minus b. Okay, so you can see here a without the square. A is without the square, meaning that the square root of a square is a, the square root of b square is b. Therefore, x square minus 4 is x plus 2, x minus 2. Okay, if you're not sure, you try to expand. Yes, x times x will give you x square, and then minus 2x, and then plus 2x will cancel out each other, and then 2 times negative 2 will give us negative 4. Okay, go back to our function just now. We have x square minus a square, therefore it will give you x plus a, x minus a.
We already
Agree?
have an answer. We already have an answer there. Tiba gave
Okay,
an
very good.
answer. X minus a and x plus a. Yes.
Yes, very
Very good.
good. Okay, good, Eva. How about the rest? I really hope the explanation improve your understanding. Okay, so now we really have to cancel out. Okay, if we don't cancel out, we will end up the same. Okay, for example lah, if you, for example, you tak nak cancel out, what will happen? A, when you substitute a minus a, will give you 0. And then when you multiply with any values, will give you 0 as well. And then at the denominator, again, you end up with indeterminate form 0 over 0. So whatever you are doing just now, it's useless until you cancel out the factor x minus a and x minus a. Okay? I really hope it's clearer to you. Okay? All right, now limit x approaching a, x plus b over x plus a, and then direct substitution. Therefore, you no longer need to write down the limit x approaching a. Okay, a plus b over a plus a will give you 2a. Okay, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. If yes, write it down at the comment.
Yes.
Okay, you may screenshot if you want. Or maybe you can rewatch again at Madam Im or Cikgu Im YouTube channel, okay? And you can study with your own pace, yeah? Okay, I have another 3 question, okay? Let's look
you
at
got
question.
lemons again. There, your lemon. You got
Yay,
a lemon.
thank you. At the end of the
Yay.
session, I want to calculate my lemon and then I want to claim
Yes.
from Teacher Im. 1 lemon meaning 1 ampau.
Lemons are good for the skin. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Let's
Okay, let's
continue.
move on. Let's move on to the next question, yeah? Okay, so now, again, I tell you earlier, you have to do direct substitution. When you direct substitution, 4 square, okay, minus 4 times 4, okay, 16 minus 16 will give you 0, and then square root 4 will give you 2 minus 2, so again it is 0 over 0. Again, it is indeterminate form, so you have to do something, either factorization or conjugate. Memang dorang ada belajar conjugate, Teacher Im,
Yes, yes, they do.
is conjugate. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Therefore, okay, actually you may use both method. It's either factorization or conjugate. Okay, which one you want me to do? Factorization or conjugate method? Because I have no time, but whichever method will give the same answer. You nak teacher Wan buat yang mana? But
since you
for most of you mungkin nampak je set terus buat conjugate.
Yes,
Itu pun boleh juga, tak ada masalah.
The students are asking for conjugate because factorization you already tried just now. So the students are asking for conjugate.
Okay, cool. Okay, let's do the conjugate, yeah. Okay, so what you're going to do is, because it is 0 over 0, therefore you have to conjugate. Okay, what are the types of conjugate? Apa? What is the function for conjugate set x minus 2? Okay, so it is, please write down at the comment, what's the conjugate?
Yeah, what's the conjugate, guys? Let's write down on in the chat box.
Okay, if we have A plus set B, so the conjugate will be A minus set B, all right? But this time we have set B plus A. So the conjugate will be, minus kan? Okay, so basically after minus, it is?
Yes. You have an answer there already. Okay, the student's total is square root of plus 2. Square root of x
good.
plus 2, yeah.
Yes, you are right. Okay. Okay, so you are right. Plus 2. Okay, I ask you, why you have to multiply with top and bottom, the same function? Because?
Why?
Why atas ni? Kenapa kalau madam boleh tak? Cikgu teacher Wan nak buat negatif lah, suka hati je, boleh tak? Boleh ke? Tak boleh, why?
Can we do that? Why not you answer Cikgu Wan? Can we choose any symbol and put?
Why top and bottom must be the same? Okay. If anyone can answer this, meaning that you are learning mathematics by reasoning, not just following all the formula, and then when you hit the rocks, you forgot everything. You have to have the reason why you do in such way. Okay, because this is basically equals to 1.
1, yes. There's a student gave that answer.
Yes, very good.
Yan Min told it is actually multiplying by 1 equals to 1.
Yes, exactly. That is why
they actually understand.
Yes, that's why you are allowed to use this conjugate, because you don't change the question. You are actually multiplying with 1. Okay, in that case, let's proceed. Okay, so now, limit
Tiba
x.
Cikgu Wan, Tiba gave an answer. His answer, Tiba's answer is to obtain A minus B squared at the bottom. So,
okay. Yes.
Is that a good reasoning? Is that a good reasoning too?
That did not answer my question. That question adalah if I ask why it is set x plus 2. Yes, because you want to get rid of set. Therefore, you get A square minus B square. But I asked my question just now, why at the top must be the same as at the denominator?
Yeah.
Different question. Mungkin
So
the answer
so
earlier question kot.
yeah, maybe
Still, but the meaning is the
this
same lah. I mean,
yes.
like we know that these students understand what she is or he is doing.
Yes.
Okay, along
That's
the way.
very good.
Yes, that is very good. Okay, so now let's do this. Yeah, so x squared minus 4x. Okay, and then this is x plus 2. Okay, over. Okay, over with. Okay, let's do the calculation here. So let me conteng over here so it becomes clearer to you. Set x minus 2 with set x plus 2. Okay, set x with set x will give us x. Okay, set x times set x will give us x. And then plus with 2 set x minus with 2 set x minus with 2 times 2 is 4. So what you get here is x minus 4. Okay, x minus 4. Okay, and then what we're going to do next, we see that this is a common factor. Okay, x and x, we can take that out. All right. So, yeah, the next step. Okay, let me take the green pen. Okay, limit x approaching 4. So we factor out x, we give us x minus 4. Remember, our target is you never expand, yeah? You never expand because we want to factor, okay? You don't expand. If you expand the numerator ni, pengsan you. Okay, Teacher Im, ada student dia expand ini, x square times set x plus.
Oh my
pengsan,
God.
Okay,
Pengsan.
because remember what we want? We want to cancel out, as therefore we don't deal with x minus 4. Okay, remember we want to get rid of the denominator. Therefore, we won't get 4 minus 4 0. That is our target. Okay, so x minus 4. So x minus 4 cancel out with x minus 4, and then direct substitution x with 4. You give you 4. And then square root 4 is basically 2 plus 2. Therefore, 4 times 4, we give 16. Okay, is everyone clear? Again, one more lemon. Easy lemon, easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Yes, easy peasy. Is it? You get it? Come on. Tell me you can get it.
4 times 4, 16. Yes.
Okay. Please tell us that you got it. The answer right. Let's tell us if it is good. Then give us a like or tell yes. Any response? Anybody got it? Yes, you have plenty of lemons there. Yes.
Okay, cool.
Deba
Very
gave you
good.
lemons. You get lemons there also. Okay. All right.
Okay, thank you so much for the lemon. Okay, all right. Okay, if just now we have a look at the question with with set function. Okay, with set function, but this time we have linear function, meaning that just now we only have this pattern, set x plus b. Now we have linear, something like this, 3x plus b, and then you ada lagi satu pula lagi plus c, something like that lah. Okay, but then it's still the same. I think if the students understand the question just now, boleh kot Teacher Im, mungkin kita proceed terus question 6 because now also it's already 5:40.
Yeah, sure.
You want me to skip or just continue for the question 5?
You can decide. It's okay because the students might need it, right? It's okay. You can continue question 5.
Question 5, yeah? Okay, all right. Let's do question 5. Okay, so once again, we are dealing with...
Cikgu Wan, you see, like and Tao gave you so many. And thank God I did not. Thank God I did not agree to the ang pao. There's so many. and some 5 times lemon. Some are very late. Okay. Let's continue. Brilliant. Work smart, don't work hard. 5 times lemon. Okay, let's do it.
Okay, let's do this. Okay, again, so what is the conjugate? What is the conjugate so that you are you won't you will end up with a square minus b square. So we can get rid of the set basically. We are, okay. So 2 times 6 is 12, 12 minus 12 is 0. And then again 6 times 3 is 18, 18 plus 7 is 25, and square root 25 will give you 5. So 5 minus 5 is 0. So since it is 0 over 0, again you have to do either factorization or conjugate. Okay, in this case we need a conjugate. Okay. Dia tak semestinya if you have set you terus conjugate, tidak. Ada kalanya when you direct substitution it give you a value. For example x plus 5. This one when you put direct substitution 2 plus 5 will give you 7, or maybe it has over 3, then you just straight away over 3. It doesn't necessary. It's only necessary, it's only works if you have the indeterminate form, 0 over 0. Okay, so what is the conjugate now? It will be, okay everyone, what is the conjugate now? I'm pretty sure that you know this. Okay, plus.
Anybody
plus or
want
minus
to? Anybody? You want to tell Cikgu one whether the square root? Yeah. Okay. Somebody. They are sharing answer. First person wrote there 3x plus 7, and the second person wrote plus 5. They are working smart, Cikgu. One, they are working smart.
Okay, great teamwork. Great teamwork. Are you siblings or twins?
No, one of them is Yuva, another one is Guy. So they might be friends. They might be friends.
Okay, all right. Okay, good teamwork after all. Okay, so yeah, we are going to take -5, so plus 5. Okay, so again you don't expand. Jangan ini pergi expand sini. Habis you. You don't need to do that. What you need to do is expand at the denominator. Denominator wajib expand. Write down tips number 2. After discussing 5 questions, only got tips. 2 tips, Teacher Im. Okay, please write down the tips. Okay, do not expand, but please expand the denominator because we want to know which function that we can factor out. Okay, so now limit x approaching 6. Okay, 2x minus 12. Okay, 3x plus 7 plus with 5. Okay, over. Okay, it's getting a bit tedious over here. But we have to deal with that. Okay, so now this expand. This expand with this set A times set A. So if you look at this, kalau you rasa pening banyak sangat function, let's us do the substitution. This is U, set U and set U. We give you U. Okay, so what is your U? Your U is 3x plus 7. And then you will expand this, you get 5, and then over here we get -5, so it's cancelling out each other. So you will end up -5 times 5 will give you -25. Okay, -25. Okay, let me proceed. Okay, all right. So now what we can do here, okay, the green color here, okay, now I going to write it down again. Okay, how about if we factor out 2x? No, factor out 2. Okay, 2 will give you x minus 6. Okay, agree? And then 3x plus 7 plus 5. Okay, and then over with. Okay, over with 3x minus, okay, 7 minus 25, 18. Okay, how about I conteng here, 3x minus 18, and then I factor out 3, so x minus 6. Agree? Everyone agree? 3x minus 6, okay? Remember, I tell you earlier, it's no point you finding the conjugate and all, but then you did not cancel it out, okay? So that's our target actually, macam you all lah belajar betul-betul sebab nak dapat apa? Nak dapat straight A, right? And you want to try as best as you can in the STPM. Okay, I really wish you all the best, yeah? All right, 2. Okay, how about if we straight away? See, straight away substitute the values. Okay, 2. We have 6. 6 times 3, 18. 18 plus 7 is 25. Okay, sorry, square root 25 is 5. 5 plus 5 is 10 over 3. Okay, so therefore the answer would be 20 over 3. Easy? Last one, last lemon for me before I'm going to the final answer.
Okay. Cikgu Wan,
Sorry,
we
final
have to
answer.
remind the students. We have to remind the students that every time they fill in, as long as they do not filling in the answers, okay, into the, for example, x equals to 6 into the square root or any of the function, they still have to write the limit. But after they fill in, they can get rid of the limit. Yes, because that is in STPM that counts as marks. If the students continue by writing the limit, their marks will be deducted. Okay?
Yes, very good. Yes, you are very right, Teacher Im. That is why it shows that you really understand what the limit means. Okay, if you have limit x approaching, you have to have the function x over here. Okay?
Look at
if you
your
don't have
lemons.
Okay. All right, cool.
Oh, you have so many lemons. You have so many lemons, Teacher
Okay, thank you,
Wan.
Tom Sweet Yang. Okay, where is the lemon anymore? I baru tengok dekat screen. Okay, you Vinay. Thank you so much lagi.
Like
Okay,
Kentao gave
someone
you times n infinity.
what's the n?
Gym
N approaching infinity or what? Or n approaching 0?
Yeah, one's also
Okay.
given you. Okay. Right,
Okay,
let's
thank you so
continue.
much, Teacher Im. Okay, Teacher Im, maybe you can snap a video for me and send to me later because I am so feeling excited. I am feeling so honored that I am being invited by Teacher Im, my ketua panatia. I am a newbie only. This is my first time doing live with you
Okay.
all. Okay. All right, let's continue. Question 6, the last question, limit x approaching negative infinity. Okay. Okay. I'm pretty sure that you all have do a lot of exercises regarding limit x approaching infinity. For example, limit x approaching infinity when you have 3x square plus 7x over 2x square, for example. Okay, what you have to do is you okay, if you do the direct substitution here, infinity square, apalah sangat 7x ni, nothing. This is nothing when you have infinity square. So this is infinity at the top, and at the denominator we have infinity as well. So this is infinity over infinity. So what you're going to do is you divide with the highest power of the denominator. Please write it down, highest power of the denominator. Please write it down, highest power at the denominator. So in our case, now this is x square, so 3x square over x square. Okay, and then this is 7x over x square. And then we have 2x square over x square, yeah? Okay, so values here, 1 over infinity will give you 0. Okay, I'm pretty sure that you all dah menguasai this concept, right? Can I assume that? Okay, so this is basically 1. So 1 times 3 will give you 3 over 2. Okay, so this is 3 over 2. Okay, I'm pretty sure that this is quite a straightforward question. I don't think that they're gonna ask you this kind of question because but I do not know if it is come out in your final STPM, it's gonna be an advantage for you, yeah. Okay, so now let's look at the tougher question, which is question 6. When limit x approaching negative infinity and when you have set n square at the same time, yeah. Okay, let's try this question. Okay, limit. Okay, my brush getting thicker and thicker. Okay, let me move this around. Dia kacau ni. Okay, sekejap. Taking my space.
Okay, students, while Cikgu Wan is adjusting her screen, the work, what we call that, the paper, the digital paper for her. I would like to remind you all, afterwards 6 o'clock, don't click off yet. I'm going to continue with continuity. Okay, so I will hit the advertisement, but we are not ending the show yet. So I might take a few minutes of your extra times today to do the continuity. Okay, so I will give like one example on continuity and then only we end the show. Okay, or one or two examples. All right, Cikgu Wan, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Teacher Im.
Afterwards,
Okay,
they move off.
Okay, don't don't sebab Teacher Im gonna have give what macam nujum tu soalan clone by using experience.
No.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Anyone can claim that they have the clone question, but it's actually no one's know what question will come out. Soalan memang takkan bocor.
Yes.
And it's a good thing. It's a fair game to everyone. Okay. So it will test whatever we have learned for all this year. In fact, you learn more than 1 year. Sekarang baru nak is it? Betul ke Teacher Im? Sebelum ni awal.
Yeah. They are supposed to take their exam end of last year. Now they already taken
okay. All right. So okay, so take that as an opportunity. Okay, so now we have highest power of the denominator. Now obviously it is 1. X, x to the power of 1. So we are going to divide with x. Okay, how about this? We are going to divide with x as well too. But then, okay, in order for us to simplify, it has to have the same criteria, same sifat. Seolah-olah when you masuk kandang kambing, you kena mengembek. You masuk kandang rimau, you kena mengaum. So the same thing. If you are a student over here, you can't do anything. So you kena jadikan the x ini seperti mana ada set, which is x square and square root. Is everyone agree? Please write down x is equal to x square root. Yeah. So 2 and 2 is cancel out, then it's equals to x lah. Okay. So that's what we're gonna do over here. But then, but we have one another things. This is x square root ni. This is can be absolute values x. So it's either x is positive or x is negative. It depends which limit you are looking at. If x is approaching positive infinity or if x is approaching negative infinity. Kita tengok limit kita. Limit kita is x approaching negative infinity. So later on we are going to take negative x, not just x. Okay, so next calculation. Okay, let me check a little bit here. Okay, all right. Okay, and then you also have to know that what else skills needed is square root A. Okay, how I am going to write this. Okay, square root A is over square root B. You can like that. Square root A over square root B is equals to the whole thing A over B square root. You tak percaya, you masukkan values square root 4 for example, and then square root 25, we give you the answer 4 over 25 and square root the whole thing. So this is properties of square root. Okay, so therefore we are going to proceed with this. Okay, so limit x approaching negative infinity. Okay, this one I am going to copy down. Okay, let me charge my battery sekejap.
Okay, since we are Cikgu Wan is doing that, we go for the advertisement first so that we can save some time. Okay, I will hit the advertisement, but don't go away. we will be back for more. This is because we intend to give a full review on this chapter so that you will have a good revision. Okay, I hit the advertisement now.
Semua sekolah ditutup hingga cuti akhir tahun 17 Disember 2020. Anda tak cukup bahan? Tak ada rujukan? Tak faham? Anda nak tuition tapi PKP? Jangan risau, kami di Akademi YouTuber dengan kerjasama Kelab Guru Malaysia dan Didik Malaysia mengadakan kelas tuition online. Semua peringkat ada, semuanya secara percuma. Video PDPC pun ada. Apa ditunggu lagi? Layari www.academyyoutuber.com.
Dibawakan kepada anda oleh Akademi YouTuber.
Okay, we are back, Cikgu Wan. I hope the Cikgu Wan, your mic is not on yet. Cikgu Wan, your mic is not on yet. Cikgu Wan. Cikgu Wan, your mic is not on yet. You are on screen now, but your mic is not on yet. Yes.
Okay, let me check. Can you hear me now? I do nothing actually. Yes. Can I continue?
Yeah. Yes, you
Can
may. But the sharing screen is black.
Okay, so
your one.
Okay, maybe I share it again. Share one more time. So the audio and screen now? Yes, clear?
Yes, the audio, but the sharing is not here yet. It's already 6 o'clock, Cikgu Wan.
So macam mana? Kita nak continue ke apa?
We continue. We finish it. Because they need it for exam in a few days.
Okay, alright. Suddenly my OneNote dah tutup sendiri pula. Sekejap Teacher Im. Okay,
maybe I will.
It.
Okay, OneNote.
Okay, dah ada dah. Okay, sekejap I habiskan sikit lagi Teacher Im.
Yes.
Okay, can you see my screen now? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay, dah tak banyak pun stepnya. Just another 2 step ya. Okay, alright. Yes, you can see my screen now. Okay, I am continuing the calculation. Okay, x square minus 5. Just now we have this. And then we are going to over with x. Okay, we agree x square root kan? Okay, and now because limit x is approaching negative infinity, so we're gonna have negative over here. That is the crucial step there. If you are dealing with limit x approaching negative infinity. Okay, and then now we are going to write down the denominator pula. Okay, so this is again nothing we will do about it. You can straight away 1 plus 2 over x. Okay. Okay, now, okay, as I mentioned earlier, square root a over square root b is equals to a over b. So what we're going to do is limit x approaching negative infinity, x square minus 5, and then negative, we take that out, negative, okay, x square root. So from here to here. Okay, and then over with 1 plus 2 over x. So now it's gonna be fine now. It's gonna be fine. So limit x approaching negative infinity. We have negative over here. X square over x square is 1 over 5 over x square. And then we have square root over with 1 plus 2 over x. So now whatever we have over x here, when you substitute with negative infinity. So negative infinity square will give you 0. Okay, whatever values over infinity akan bagi 0. So negative 1 minus 0, which is basically 1. Okay, over with 1 plus 2 over infinity will give us 0 as well. 0. Okay, so the answer would be -1. Okay, I think that's it for me, Teacher Im.
Yay! Finally, we
Okay.
covered up the whole concept of with Cikgu 1, and I'm going to continue with mine. Okay, just stick around. Don't go
Okay,
anywhere
stay
yet.
tuned, but
Oh, hey, don't buy yet, Cikgu 1. Don't go away yet. Okay. So now we are going to talk about continuity. So in continuity, oh, there's a question for Cikgu 1. Maybe Cikgu 1 answer this first. Yuva asked why we divide the x approach to infinity question with the highest power, which is x squared, but x approaches to negative infinity question, the highest power, which is x, not x squared. So can you please answer that first, Cikgu 1? The question from Yuvanesh.
Okay, can I show my screen?
Yeah, sure.
Boleh tengok screen. Okay, so open up again. Okay, the question just now asking for x square square root ke ataupun negative? Why is it negative?
The question is why we divide the x approach to infinity question with the highest power, which is x squared, but x approach to negative infinity. I show you on the screen there.
Okay, ada.
Maybe
okay, ada. Okay, so in every step here, how many steps we have? We have only 3 steps. Okay, we only have 3 steps. Okay, so in every step here, it has the reason why you do it such way. Like in the first step, what we're gonna do is, this is basically you are dividing with the highest power of the denominator. So it's everyone agree we are dividing with x. But then just now I have told you, in order for you to divide with x with the square root at the top, you have to be the same. You have to be the same as them. Otherwise you cannot simplify. So that's why you have to do these properties. X is equivalent to x squared and square root. So it is equals to x, meaning that we are recreating something. But then you look at the screen now. This is x squared and square root is basically modulus x. It can be positive, it can be negative. Okay, if let's say x is 3, so x also can be -3. When you have -3 square, you get 9, and then you square root back, you get 3 as well. So depends on the question. If the question one limit x approaching negative infinity, you are going to take a negative x, but then when limit x approaching positive infinity, you are going to choose x. But this time is limit x approaching negative infinity. That's why when you have when you put extra x square root here, you must have negative. I think that answer your question. If let's say in future you have limit x approaching infinity, what you're going to do is x square root only without the negative. Okay, I really hope that answered your question.
Yes. Hopefully that answer your question, Yuvan. All right. If yes, please hit that like. Tell us whether you understand or not. Okay, tell us, because we really want you to understand the whole thing before you go for the exam. Okay, back to my in continuity. So for continuity, there are 3 things that you need to deal with. The first thing is you need to find the limit on the left-hand side of a given question, and then a limit on the right-hand side of the given question. They have to give you the same answer. Okay, if they don't give you the same answer, then we don't call it limit exists. So the one that Cikgu once taught you just now, that will help you to learn how to calculate the limit on the left-hand side and the limit on the right-hand side. Now that is step 1, finding the limit from the left-hand side, limit on the right-hand side. Now, the next thing, Yuva answered, Yuvan already understand. Very good, Cikgu 1. All right. Now, the second part of the question, the second part of the thing that you need to do is you need to calculate the value itself, okay, which is you need to determine FA, means you need to calculate any values, or maybe sometimes the values will be given to you. So you have to check whether FA exists or defined, okay, means you calculate and you get the answer. And lastly, you have to make a conclusion. Okay, the last part of the question is you need to make a conclusion, because you have to tell the examiner that these two functions exist. So when limit x approaching a, fa, and the answer for fa, the one that you calculate on the second part here, they are exactly the same, then you make a conclusion, therefore limit exit. Therefore the function is continuous. Okay, so let's check out this question. What does it mean by continuous on, oops, go too fast. Okay, now if you look at the pictures here, actually, I'm supposed to ask you which one is continuous or which one is not, but anyway, times is already way past, so I don't want to waste time on that. So if it is continuous, so from the left hand side and from the right hand side, they will actually meet together on the same number. Okay, if it is not continuous, you have two cases of not continuous. You might calculate the same answer, but the answer is not A, means there is some kind of answer there, but it is not the exact A, means A is not included inside the answer. Okay, the second type is you calculate the function and you will get two different y here. Okay, you get two different y here, so both of them does not meet. Okay, and the last type is they meet together. So you have to understand, when you mention a function is continuous, okay, or two functions are continuous, means the two function will make the same answer, and it will create right in the center here, like that. Okay, it will make they will meet at the same point. If they don't meet, means the two lines are not joined, they don't meet, separated like this, it is not continuous. Or if you get something case like this is also not continuous, the one over on the green box. Okay, and the one on the green box and in the blue box, they are not continuous. Right, so let's check out the question. Now, let's say if I have a question like this, okay, the limit modulus minus the modulus of x minus 4, and I ask you whether you want to find if you need to find the limit x approaching 0, and they give you 5 marks for that. Okay, so what you need to do, because this is a modulus, and Cikgu Wan just taught you just now that if you have a modulus, you need to make sure you know the negative side and the positive side. Okay, so for less than 0, you just take this one approaching, and then for the less than 0, I will use negative 2x, and for bigger than 0, I will have 2x. And same for the x minus 4, there is also the left hand side, which is the negative, and the right hand side, which is the positive, the same method that Cikgu Wan taught you just now. Okay, now for these two modulus, we need to combine them. We need to combine them because both of them are going to create one equation. Okay, so I have to check whether for the first equation, I have the blue lines here. For the first equation, x less than 0, so I have my lines over here, the blue lines here. And then when I have x bigger than 0, I have the blue line to the right hand side. Okay, so for right hand side, it is included. Okay, but for the left hand side, it's not included. Then I have the modulus for the left hand side for x minus 4. So I will look at the line for the 4, and for the left hand side, it's not included, but it is there over the left hand side. And for x bigger than 4, the equation that I'm going to put is x minus 4. Okay, so I will put them together on a number line. You don't need to do the number line if you understand the concept, but I just put it on the number line so that you can understand the next step. So the next step is I'm going to combine both of them. So I just look at the position of my less than 0. Okay, so in less than 0, I have two numbers here, 0 and 4. So I have 0, 0 to 4 and bigger than 4. So for less than 0, I will have like this part here. So I will combine negative 2x. Remember, the question is the 2x minus the 4 minus x. So I have negative 2x minus the first part over here. And then for 0 until 4, 0 just now I say on the right hand side are included. So from the right hand side included, the 0 included, until 4 is not included. Okay, over here. All right, so I will have this number 2x minus this set here. Okay, and for the next part, I have x bigger and equals to 4. So I have over to the right hand side. So bigger than 4 is included. So that's why I have x bigger than 4 included. And I have 2x minus this number. So I will need to simplify it and calculate it. And I will get a new equation. Okay, because I cannot calculate with this function. All right, so now the new equation is up. I'm going to use the new equation to answer the 5 marks question that is given inside there. All right, so for the question, I have to check because I want to know limit x approaching 0. So I need to make sure that I calculate the left hand side of 0 and calculate the right hand side of 0. I'm not going to ask you any question because it's time already. So I'm going to continue with the question. So when x, if I'm too fast, please hit the chat box and tell me, but I hope you can understand since Cikgu Wan already gave a very good explanation how to choose your number. Okay, so now I want the left-hand side of 0. So I have something which is less than 0 here. So I will use the number negative x minus 4. So I will use this formula and I will put in the number and I calculate. Now, to answer this question, I cannot stop there. I need to have the positive side too. So I will go limit x moving to the positive side. So from the right hand side, I need to use another formula, which is 3x minus 4. So this 3x minus 4 is over here. So I will fill in, and therefore I notice that both of them gives me the same answer. So I conclude that both of them will give a negative 4, and I will have to mention to the examiner that the limit x approaching 0 is negative 4. Your final A1 answer, your final answer marks is here. So you don't stop over here only. You have to tell the examiner left hand side is equals to right hand side is equals to negative 4 and make a conclusion that it is the answer is negative 4. So make sure you write. Okay, don't be lazy. This you have to write. All right, there's a question from Tiba. Tiba asks, teacher, how to determine it's included or not included? Okay, now Tiba, if you look at what I have here, okay, let me show you back into the question. We look at the question, the symbol itself, because just now Cikgu Wan already told you when you have modulus, you have one is less than and one is bigger than. Okay, one is included and one is not included. So when I look at this situation here, I want x less than 0. Okay, when I look at less than 0 and I'm using the formula, okay, for x less than 0, look at here. Look at the formulas here. The x less than 0 is not included. So I follow up with the right hand side. In my answer is also less than 0. But when I go to the second part, x bigger than 0, x bigger than 0 and less than 4, I have to look at the second part. So in this second part, bigger than 0 is included. So I just follow up with the included. That's why I have here included. But for the 4, x less than 4 is not included. That's why I have to follow up not included. I hope that answers your question, Tiba. Is it clear? If clear, please tell me. If it is not, then I have to make a video on that. Okay, so All right, so that is the first part of the question. So for the second part of the question is 3 marks. And this question asks you to determine whether it is continuous or not. So to determine whether it is continuous at x equals to 0, what you need to do is you need to make sure that it is you need to calculate the values when it is x equals to 0, and you have to choose. Okay, you have to choose the one with equal included, because you want to calculate x equals to 0, because just now we have 3 rules. Make sure that the limit exists, then we have to make sure we have a number. Okay, so when it is equals to 0, we will use 3x minus 4 as the function. Okay, we have to choose the function as 3x minus 4, and we put in the function, and voila, the answer is out. So the answer is -4, which is also the same answer as the limit x approaching 0 just now, which give you the answer -4. So as the final part of the answer, you have to make sure you conclude, okay, because the final marks is there. Fx function is continuous at x, but you have to write this first. Okay, without this part here, you will not get your final marks. Okay, you have to tell the examiner that the function f equals to 0 is equivalent to the limit of x approaching 0, and the answer is -4, then conclude it is continuous. Okay, so with that, I have one more, which is a brief one. This is a partial question on 2013 partial question. They gave you 3 different functions. The first one is a function, the second one is a number, and the third one is a function. So I'm not going to go like Cikgu Wan told you just now. Our first job is just to fill in. And when we fill in the number and we find that we can get the answer, then we don't do the conjugate thing. Okay, so for this case, I fill in 0, and I notice that it transformed into a number. So that will be my first marks I'm getting. Here got 5 marks, so that is the first marks that I'm getting. Okay, I'm going like turbo. All right, so the next part of the question, I want the right-hand side, means I have to choose another function, which is the third function over here. Okay, so I want x bigger than 0. So I need to choose the third function over here, where I have my x over square root 1 plus x. So I will need a conjugate here, Stpm, and you will have to write. Okay, you don't feel like, there's so much things that I have to work on. I don't want to write this. Yes, you have to write, because there is 1 mark over here. Whenever you write the conjugate, there will be marks. So you have to write this. And then, like what Cikgu Zana taught you just now, we will have to try to simplify it, because the reason you use the conjugate is you want to try to get rid of the denominator equals to 0. So we can simplify that, and therefore we will get this answer. We put in the 0, and voila, the answer is out. Okay, now for this, the left-hand side is equals to the right-hand side of 0. Okay, and the answer is 2, which means you have to conclude that the limit exists. So just now we have 1 marks over there. So this part here, you have 1 more marks, and then when you fill in here, there will be 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, and this is also very important. You have to tell the examiner that the left-hand side equals to the right-hand side equals to 2 to get your marks. Okay, and then make the conclusion, this final part, and you have to write. And like I said just now, before you put in the number, like for example 0 here I didn't put in the 0, the limits still have to follow. If you fill in all correct, but your limits are disappeared already, you will not get your marks. Okay, you will not get your marks. So make sure the limit follows until when you fill in the number. When the number is there, then you can get rid of the limits. Okay, the writing part of the limits here, and then write a conclusion. Make sure the equation is out. Limit left and right is equal, then equals to 2, and then limit exists. That is your final marks. Okay, one last part. Question, the part B of the question is only 2 marks. For this question, the value of f2 is already given, which is the square root of 2. Okay, and we already concluded that in part 1 that the limit exists. So to get these 2 marks is you need to write and tell the examiner the F0 is equals to square root of 2, which is also given inside the question. Okay, lucky you, this question, they already given you the number, so you directly use. Okay, and then you have to conclude because just now the answer is 2 when the limit exists, but now inside the question here is square root of 2, and therefore limit on x approaching 0 is not the same like limit equals to 0. Therefore, we conclude f, the function, is not continuous at x equals to 0. Okay, now other than this piecewise function, they sometimes will also ask you to sketch the graph. Okay, but I'm not going to do that because time is limited. So I'm not going to do a question on sketching the graph. So there is also question of sketching the piecewise graph, and you have to, like, when you sketch the piecewise graph, make sure if it is included, you use a dark dot. I hope you understand what I mean. And when you notice that the function is less or not included, you use a round dot. Okay, I hope you understand. So that's all from us today, and I hope you will score super well in your receipt paper, SEM 2 paper. Okay, good luck, goodbye, and I hope you score. Next week will be Cikgu Zanaria, not one Zanaria, it's Cikgu Zanaria's class, and she will also be bringing a guest speaker. And I hope you will like. And next week, Cikgu Wan might be doing another chapter. Okay, another chapter, integration. Maybe integration. Maybe. Stay tuned. I will check out my community box, and I will tell you what Cikgu Zanaria will doing what for you. Okay, that's all from us. Bye. Hope to see you again. Bye bye. Oops, I almost forgot. I almost forgot the important things for you guys. Wait. 1 minute. Thank God I didn't hit the goodbye box yet. There you go. Your link ECGL. Remember the link, the ECGL will only be active for 30 minutes, and the code access is class AYU EDD as usual, and this link CGL can only be accessed. Okay, I repeat again, can only be accessed by using the eDetail email. Okay, well, that's all from me. Okay, bye everybody. Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Tuisyen online percuma. Layari www.academyyoutuber bagi mengikuti tuisyen online secara percuma. Prasekolah, sekolah rendah, sekolah menengah, semua ada di Akademi YouTuber. Rujuk jadual di laman sesawang www.academyyoutuber.com. Semoga masa terluang anak-anak anda diisi dengan sebaiknya. Tuisyen online percuma mestilah Akademi YouTuber.
Dibawakan kepada anda oleh Akademi YouTuber.